Hey guys, what's up? Um, I want to share another message with you. I hope this might help. Look, my beautiful orgonet I got. It's pretty cool, that's why. Uh, yeah, I also want to record this another video for my another channel, but I uh, most people didn't get it quite why I have this pyramid. I must say this both channels are going into a spiritual direction, but this is specifically for that, and that's where I want to share this message with you. What I realized in my life, and we topic is darkness and light, obviously, as stated in the title. Now, it's a tricky thing because it's not to say darkness is light. Now, I don't want to go into the direction everything once came from source, but I want to make the things clear about certain situations in your life, because you might ask for something, best example, and then certain things pop up in your life. The old things are being dismantled, as many of us know and many talk about. Now, why is that? Well, because this stuff is already there, and it's stuff that was already created, and it's stuff in this vortex, and it's stuff energized by a whole lot of minds, and together, where all is one, it's cosmic mind, it's God. So, if it's obviously, it hurts then much more to let go of that, because it was energized that much by so many minds, even if it's unconscious. So then it's hard to let go, because it didn't bring you life, but it was a substitute for that in some parts of your mind, and where we got trained like that, or your ancestors were trained like that. Their life force and energy created through that, and hopefully to create something better with that. So that's why everyone was trying their best from one perspective. So then why is that? Now, so you then wanna better your life, wanna go into the right direction, and that's where the thing is, because now all these things, and you think these demons got sent your way, and from one perspective that is like that, but from one perspective it isn't like that, okay? Because it's just the light that wants to come through from your guides, angels, that want you in the right way, as I see it, or I just realized it. And then you're seeing all that stuff, and then because it got energized so much, it's hard to let go, because it got rewired, like in the brain, neurons that wire together, fire together. So that was the pathway of the past, and this was the way to create, but it never really was the way to create, because it was created through restriction and suffering and pain, and pushing that outside what's the path, which will obviously lead you in the opposite direction, okay? So I also wrote notes down on my phone, but right now I'm recording, so I have to think what I wrote down again. But it's actually just something I came to realize. So you can call it whatever you want. The negative polarized, going into a different direction, because they can only sustain if the collective is as well on some grander level polarizing these energies, and unconsciously with their inner creator, because it's not the real creator, it's not the prime creator, and it's not really your true inner creator, your higher self's way, but the inner creator which wants to, which naturally, or yeah, the that's why it's distortion, because it naturally gives you direction, but because it's an playground or distorted playground or of all these of unconscious. It's birthed through the unconscious, through the dark, you might say. So out of that, it is given direction. So obviously, it's not the originally meant, or the prime archetype or the truth. It's not rooted in truth. It's rooted in misunderstanding, falsehood, and trauma. So that's why you. That's why you know it is there, but it's also there for you to look at you and give yourself another direction, and it a direction, and create the pathway, the new pathway, and then see becoming so in through that, becoming your the true creator that you're meant to be, and align with the essence of the true creator. Where's no distortion, okay, more so. And the why you see these things and how it works then is, you not necessarily want to give up, you don't want to give up on these projects or whatever you might work on the pathway you want to create for you, your friends, family, and all. Especially when you want to be of service and also help others. And I'm talking about that right now. When you want to create something new, something original, some positive output there, whatever that might be for you, what's your life path, your true life path, then these energies come in, or you just turn the light on them. That's why you're feeling them, you're seeing them, and then you're like, shit. which motherfucker of your who sent me that shit? Your ancestors. No, I'm kidding. But that was that which was left over. I made a video on that as well. Basically, the same collective leftovers. You just turned on your torchlight, and then boom, you saw that. But maybe it is the path. It's on your pathway. Boom, saw that, and now it's tricking you into you giving up, giving away your power. Not necessarily on a grander scale, or stopping it for a moment. Let's say that. Not necessarily, giving up. At some points in life, depression or something, then you want to quit or something like that. That's why it holds a certain vibe of consciousness. But if it's something you want to create, and then this pops up, and then you be like, well, I'm gonna do something else, or stop it and do this, because we are flexible, we are quite adept, especially if you're also an air sign like me, because that's why in the spirit, everything is perfect and it's already created, and it's kind of weird for us, people who are, we are all innately connected to it, but maybe more we notice more as a truth for ourselves. If you call yourself starseed light worker, this kind of stuff. So because you connect with that so well, and that's why they say it's the trick is to root it and bring it down. And I'm also I'm a Gemini, so I'm kind of jumping from this to that to this to that, but I also want to create. So, and so I follow someone else on YouTube. He talks a lot about these 4 elements and how you create through that. He's connected to the Archangel Uriel energy, so he called his channel like that. And yeah, he's very cool. So he talks about these elements, and Earth is then being practical and bringing it to Earth. And so that's what I realize is where you keep pursuing it and saying, motherfucker, I'm here. You're rooted, right? You're there. And then let's face it, okay? The persistence that's also quite used here on Earth. Now, but it as well, it's also facing it, because on Earth people still they try to work around it, work around the clock, for example. This guy would say another spell because he talks about that. He's very cool. Dillo is his name. A shout out to him. I resonate with his messages, so I find it very cool. So, but you still, from that perspective, you kind of off, but you're still not it, or something is imbalanced because you're not facing it. But when you spirit, you want to face it, face your demons and shine light on it. So the mind, the mental. So it's kind of balancing that out in your life also, in whatever situation you are right now. And yeah, that's what I want to talk about. If you stay firm in your truth, or try to find a way, then you will see that these are just these energies. And that's why here on Earth there was this big time delay, now less and less, because they threw you into a loop. They kind of were tricking you, but they kind of were just stating the fact that certain pathways were energized more, and maybe according to your trauma, this was quite hard, for example, to be yourself, to shine your light, or to be your true self, or whatever it might be, or when you want to create something. Also talking about myself now, but more healing this with myself too. I hope you do too. And so then you try to make something else or work around it, but you gotta realize it's all energetical, and once you realize them, you can act accordingly and figure out your own game, and because you got your own whole game plan at hand. So I hope this helped you in some way, and peace, guys, and bye. Blessings to you, my friends, and strength and empowerment.